Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here today because we're going to talk about someone who has been a constant force in film, theater, and storytelling for decades, Emma Thompson. If you've ever watched a movie and thought, wow, that performance felt real, chances are Emma Thompson had something to do with it. She has a way of drawing you in without ever asking for your attention. It just happens naturally. Today, we're going to dive into her career, why she continues to capture people's imaginations, and what makes her work so timeless. Grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's chat about one of the most fascinating figures in entertainment. Emma Thompson is one of those rare actors whose talent isn't limited to a single genre or type of role. She can make you laugh, make you cry, and make you think deeply, often all in the same scene. And it's not just acting. She's also a screenwriter, a producer, and someone who brings intelligence and thoughtfulness to every project she touches. For example, her adaptation of Sense and Sensibility didn't just earn her an Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay. It also showed the world that she could take classic literature and breathe fresh life into it on the screen. How many actors do you know who have achieved that level of success both in front of and behind the camera? It's pretty rare, isn't it? And then there are the roles that showcase a range. Take Love Actually, for instance. She played a character navigating love and grief, and she brought warmth, humor, and emotional honesty to the role. That movie has become iconic partly because of her performance. Then there's Nanny McPhee, which allowed her to be playful, magical, and commanding all at once, showing that she could appeal to audiences of all ages. And let's not forget Professor Trelawney in the Harry Potter films. Eccentric, funny, and somehow completely believable in the whimsical world of Hogwarts. Isn't it amazing how one actor can make you buy into so many completely different stories? What's even more fascinating is her commitment to meaningful roles. Emma Thompson has spoken out about the importance of strong, complex roles for women in film. She doesn't just choose parts that are glamorous or marketable. She chooses characters who have depth, who challenge audiences, and who tell stories that matter. That makes me wonder, in an industry often criticized for superficiality, how do actors like her manage to maintain integrity and still succeed at such a high level? People are searching for Emma Thompson now because she continues to take on projects that spark curiosity, whether it's a new film, a stage performance, or even interviews where she shares her insights. There's something compelling about someone who doesn't rely on gimmicks or trends to stay relevant. Have you noticed that some performers feel timeless, while others fade as the years go by? What do you think makes someone timeless in the arts? Her longevity in the industry also allows her to connect with multiple generations of audiences. People who grew up watching her in the 90s now introduce her work to younger viewers who discover her through streaming platforms. That cross-generational appeal is rare. It's a testament not just to her talent, but to the emotional depth and intelligence she brings to her roles. Think about it. How many actors can be admired by both your parents' generation and your own, without losing credibility in either? Another thing that stands out about Emma Thompson is her authenticity. Even in roles that are fantastical or comedic, there's always a grounded, believable core. You feel like you're watching a real person, not just a character. That authenticity invites reflection. It makes you think about life, relationships, and human nature. Isn't it interesting how some performances stick with us not because of the plot, but because of the humanity behind them? And then there's her public persona. Emma Thompson is intelligent, witty, and unafraid to speak her mind. She talks about culture, politics, and the arts with insight and humor. That combination makes her relatable, someone you admire, but also someone who feels approachable. Have you ever felt that way about a public figure? Like you admire them, but you also feel a connection because they're thoughtful and human? At the same time, she reminds us that real artistry is about depth and longevity, not fleeting fame. In an era of viral content and social media celebrities, it's refreshing to see someone continue to command attention for decades through sheer talent, intelligence, and authenticity. That makes me wonder, what do we, as an audience, value more, novelty and flash, or the quiet, enduring mastery of someone who keeps delivering excellence over decades? So here's a question for you. What's your favorite Emma Thompson performance, and why does it resonate with you? Is it her dramatic roles, her comedic timing, or perhaps her ability to make even fantastical stories feel real? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love reading how different people connect with her work in unique ways. If you enjoyed this video and found it engaging, please give it a like. It really helps the channel grow. Share it with a friend who loves movies or brilliant acting. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future videos about incredible performers like Emma Thompson. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue celebrating the artists who make stories unforgettable.